Hey, I'm Nikki, this is Dobby, and I'm back with another video. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I am a huge horror movie fan, and I've realized that there's so many things that they don't show in horror movies that they should show, and I want to talk about it.
You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it. Okay, so we all know that at the end of every slasher flick, there's a hero that defeats the monster or serial killer or whatever, but their body miraculously disappears to set up the movie for a sequel. What they don't show is how the sole survivor of this whole ordeal explains to the cops that it wasn't them. I mean, if you think about it, there's like all these bodies piled up of people that the person knows, their friends, their family, yet the body of the killer is gone for some reason. How do you not look like the killer at that point? Especially if up until 20 minutes ago, you were the killer. I feel like a staple to the horror movie genre, and this happens in not all, but a lot of horror movies, is like someone's glasses getting like fucked up or broken or like thrown off of their faces.
Hey! Could you help me find my...
Ultimately leading to their demise, right? But what they never show is contact lenses fucking shit up in the same way. Everyone with contacts at some point in their life has gotten dirt or dust in their eye while doing absolutely nothing. Imagine if you're running around like trying to escape a fucking killer, how much dust and shit would be flying in your eyes then, and not once in a movie do they acknowledge a fucking contact attack, which I feel like happens to me on a daily basis. How the found footage was found and who edits it into a feature-length film? The police? The FBI? Blumhouse? I feel like at the end of every found footage movie, it's like, we're still investigating what happened, they were never seen from again, and no one knows where these tapes came from. Would they really disclose all of this information to the public if it was still an ongoing case? Why the aliens chose to invade Earth instead of one of the presumably millions of other planets in the universe that don't contain pesky human life that would need to be eliminated before they could take over and live there.
From the moment the invaders arrived, breathed our air, ate and drank, they were doomed.
In movies where the dog lives, why and how it escaped the peril it was in. And in movies where the dog dies, why does the dog have to die again? Don't get me wrong, I love the new Evil Dead, but I'm pretty sure the demon doesn't count the dog as one of the 5 souls needed to come back to Earth or whatever the fuck. So why did it kill the dog? Like, why does it care? The recoil that happens when someone who has probably never shot a gun before shoots a gun for the first time.
Sorry, we're closed! Try the safety button!
Yeah, that to middle stage.
Cock it!
Why the demon / evil entity / evil ghost or whatever decides to possess the person in such a way that it shows its true nature, therefore not enabling it to get very far before it's defeated by a priest or a rabbi or whatever the fuck. I mean, what exactly is the point of demons anyway?
Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Damien Karras. And I'm the devil. If you're the devil, why not make the straps disappear? That's much too vulgar a display of power.
The crazy person who predicted everything actually just being a crazy person. Imagine how scary a movie would be if there was this old weird person that told a bunch of people that demons were taking over the world, and then these people went on a fucking killing spree because they believed them, only to find out that it was like all in that person's head and they just killed a bunch of innocent people. They're probably going to jail for the rest of their lives. Now that's a motherfucking movie I want to see. Everyone acting rationally and banding together to defeat the monster / killer / alien or whatever. Or if they do, the antagonist still manages to kill all but one person, which is actually the person that eventually defeats them in the end. Tell me again how 5 people can't defeat a monster, but 1 person can? When the dog dies, but the annoying kid doesn't?
Jesus.
Come on. That's a good boy.
What the fuck? People using condoms in sex scenes. I mean, let's be real, they're probably gonna die anyway, but maybe they wouldn't if they weren't such useless pieces of shit who don't use protection. It's 2017, that's pretty much a no-brainer, right? 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 Cell phones that aren't broken or dead, that don't lose signal when someone's in the middle of making an important phone call. People trying to out-crazy the crazy psycho killer. Misery would have been so much better if Paul had just fucked the shit out of Annie and then just like killed her in her sleep afterwards.
I put 2 bullets in my gun. One for you and one for me. Oh, darling, it'll be so beautiful.
Bitch, you think you're crazy? You never see a fucking priest that doesn't already know how to perform an exorcism. Is that like the first thing you learn in seminary school, or?
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
You'd like that?
It would bring us together.
You and Reagan.
You and us.
The final girl cliche is done to death, but final boys? The main character, or the character that you loved the most, being the first to die. What would happen if we started Game of Thronesing the fuck out of this genre? You never see girls or final girls with like horrific face-mangling injuries. Like, not only did they survive this horrific ordeal, but they managed to do so in a way that doesn't cause them any permanent damage. Also, blood framing the face from an obvious head injury, but with no side effects of an obvious head injury. No passing out, no concussion, no nothing. Convenient. Monsters that aren't anthropomorphic. Preppers in a damn zombie movie. Think 10 Cloverfield Lane, but zombies, not aliens. People camping in the woods who have any idea about camping in the woods. I just feel like these people can't use a compass, don't know how to read a map, aren't smart enough to bring enough emergency supplies in case shit goes down.
Are you sure you know where we're going?
Yeah, there's a map at the gas station.
Oh, I'm so tired already. I'm starving and I'm being eaten by ants. Are there any on my back?
Why are we surprised that when a real emergency occurs, they all die? Werewolf movies where people actually turn into wolves instead of wolf monster people. Witches that aren't either horrifically fucking ugly or sex kitten irresistible. Only the good witches in movies are shown to look like real people, and even then, they're like on the more attractive side of normal. I can only think of one movie that contradicts this.
I want to get that little rat-faced kid that called me! Oh, don't say it, Jody.
Ugly?
I have yet to see a great Skinwalker movie. I know the movie They Look Like People kind of touches on this subject, but I'm talking like a fucking backwoods ass, camping trip ass, Anansi's Goatman ass fucking Skinwalker story has yet to be told. You never see people cut off the monster's head when they temporarily knock it to the ground or like gain the upper hand somehow. They always run. Why not blow its fucking head off? Or like, if there's more than one of you, dismember the fucking thing. If you had a chance to do this and you didn't, you deserve to die. It's not over until you double tap it. You never see what the killer or the monster does in the time between killing people. What does Jason Voorhees do in his spare time? Does he grab a snack? I wanna know. You never see people who believe that their friend saw an alien / zombie / ghost or whatever. If my friend comes to me and tells me some shit is going down, I would believe them.
There's a girl in the garden.
What?
In the garden, there is a girl.
Dialogue that isn't only there for convenience of the plot.
All right, fine. I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
people who don't already know exactly how to kill zombies. I would like for a zombie movie to operate as if there had never been a zombie before. They shouldn't immediately know to shoot it in the head. They shouldn't know that the virus is spread through bites. And they sure as hell don't even so much as whisper the word zombie.
Any zombies out there? Don't say that. What? That? What? That? The Z word. Don't say it. Why not? Because it's ridiculous.
Movies where being a slut is no longer a reason to deserve to die. It would be nice to see a slutty girl who is actually smart and ends up being the final girl. Wait.
What's not his fault? Fucking his student or breaking up with her by email?
I knew what I was getting into.
Know what you're getting into this weekend? This. And if Holden's as cute as Kurt says he is, possibly getting out of it.
5 hours later.
I'm sorry I let you get attacked by a werewolf and then into the world.
A killer or monster or creature or whatever that dies in the first movie. As in there is no franchise. As in they just made a great standalone horror film and called it a damn day. Someone looking into a mirror that doesn't immediately lead to a jump scare. Actually, how about a movie with 0 jump scares, period? Even Alien has jump scares.
When I say. All right, now. Easy.
A zombie movie where someone isn't forced to kill someone they love just because they're about to, or already have, turned into a zombie.
Michael's coming to shoot you.
What were you talking about?
You're infected. You're gonna become one of them.
It's been done to death. Literally. Someone moving into a house that isn't haunted, or has a creepy past, or has a portal to another dimension, or has people living in the walls, or has a portal to another dimension, or was built on top of a cemetery, or is a site for ritualistic murders in the 1800s, or has a portal to another dimension. You know what I mean? Just someone moving into a house that, like, isn't fucked up yet. People who do the sensible thing and close their fucking curtains at night. Not gonna lie though, I only did it like 5 minutes before I started filming this video because I noticed it was a full moon and I kinda got scared. Alright, those are the things that they don't show in horror movies, but they should. Did I miss any? Leave me a comment with anything else that's annoyingly absent from horror movies nowadays. If you like this video and want to see more just like it, please subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video every Monday and I'm always looking for new video ideas, so please leave those in a comment as well. I think I'm gonna go log into my Shudder account and waste even more of my life dissolving into horror, science fiction, and fantasy.
I'm gonna go read a book with pictures.
I love you and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, or will I?